I'm always among the group of people trying to rescue words, trying to rescue precious words, words that are biblical words that somehow get stolen away from the biblical intent and used for all kinds of other things. And gospel is one of those words. Gospel is perhaps the most treasured term in the New Testament, and certainly in the hearts of all who have been saved, because we believed the gospel. It is the soul of Christianity. It is the jewel of theology, because the gospel is the message that provides the only way of salvation, the forgiveness of sin, escape from hell, and a life in eternal heaven. Obviously, there will be efforts to confuse the gospel, to subtract from the gospel, to add to the gospel. The gospel is as assaulted as anything for the obvious reason that it's the singular message that saves sinners. The gospel is always a message to be preached. The term gospel is used about 100 times in the New Testament. The word itself, euangelion, incorporates the idea of a message, therefore of communication, announcing, preaching, declaring, proclaiming. Angelion is the message, and you, the EU, is prefixed to the word because it makes a reference to something that is good. So what is the gospel? It's a good message. It is the good news. Bound up in the verb form, euangelizo, is the idea of preaching a good message. Euangelizo is the word from which we get evangelize or evangelical. So you cannot understand the gospel unless you understand it as something to be communicated, something to be declared, announced, preached, and proclaimed. And that something is good news. The gospel is called the gospel of God, the gospel of Christ, the gospel of the Son, the gospel of the glory of God, the gospel of peace, the gospel of the blessed God, and then in Acts 20:24, the gospel of the grace of God.